Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Scottish Disney Cars Collector YouTube channel. And today we are going to be taking a look at, finally, the brand new 2025 release, though it's technically a variant, but still a release of Rally Race Chick Hicks from the new Race and Rescue Expanded Universe line, of course. So this guy obviously came out of 2025 singles case V. Apologies for the review just taking so long to be done for this guy. It's just people wanted to see McQueen and Mater more, and I thought it'd be fair with the poll, and obviously get those reviews recorded first and then uploaded, and just do a Chick last, because no one seemed to want poor old Chick, unfortunately, even though he's still a very popular diecast, it seems. And I have to say, despite, I really do like this guy a lot. I really love this version of Chick. I think he looks fantastic. I do like him more than McQueen, to be honest. Not as good as Mater, I think. He's obviously just came out in that 2-pack as well, of which, when I do eventually get that 2-pack, which will be from Gemdens, I'll just review the McQueen and just leave the Chick. We could find it if the Chick's a variant, but I doubt it will be. Anyway, let's get into the review for this guy, because there's a lot to talk about with this one. So the expression, I think, is really fucking cool. To be honest, I think it looks so much better than the old expression. This is just a regular Thailand Chick, but I don't know what it is, but this just looks more like Chick Hicks to me. This expression is pretty cool as well. I mean, it's very classic and nostalgic. Obviously, I'm just moving up. But I don't know. I just think this looks a bit more natural for him, rather than just that sort of squiggly eyed one. And also the teeth are painted as well, which really does help him a lot, rather than just having this sort of green overbite that's not painted. So yeah, I do like this expression a lot more, I have to say. This one's still pretty cool though. But it just looks more smug. It just looks more Chick Hicks to me. On the hood, you've also got Chick Hicks 86, so this is based off the Cars Free design. So I guess it's retired design, you could say, where obviously he's no longer sponsored by Hostile Takeover Bank. So he goes the differences in the hood, and of course, he's not, well, he's basically not sponsored by them anymore, so he's sponsored himself, because that's just Chick's character, ain't it? So yeah, I do love how this looks. Very nicely detailed and shaded, and it does look 3D. It's very well done. I love the 86 with that grey and the red outline. Again, just the blue behind the Chick Hicks. It's really well done. I may as well just keep comparing this to a regular Thailand one. As for the roof, you've got, again, that 86, which is picked out in blue, red and grey, which is very nice. As compared to the older one. And of course the back is completely different, because I don't have a Cars Free Chick Hicks diecast. This is the best comparison I can give, but rather than having HTB, it's obviously got Rally Race 200, and it's blue and grey, which is very well, and I love the blue tyres in the front here, which continues on from that blue, and then the grey at the back with those grey wheels. It's just so well done, I think. Oh, this is probably not the best comparison to do, because I don't have a Cars Free Chick Hicks, but on the back again you've got Rally Race 286. So that's what it looked like before, and the blue spoiler, and they've even gone to the extra effort of actually putting those sponsors on the back of the spoiler, which I do know is accurate to his Cars Free design, though I bet you most of these I can't even make out. Little Torquey pistons, Shifty Drug, Toe Cap, Gasprin, Leakless, Retread, and I have no idea what that fucking orange one is at the end. Not a clue. I honestly could not tell you what that is. Although I do know that there are some random made up sponsors on him that aren't part of the races. So there's one called Sludge, which is just right here. I'm sure there's another one floating about. There's sort of drop one up here, no idea what that is. But you've got all your usual ones like Mood Springs, Tank Coat, Fiber Fuel, RPM, Octane Gain, Easy Idle, Gaskets. Oh, that's not Retread, it's a completely different made up one as well. no stall. Yeah. Obviously because it's from Thailand, the decals are they're okay, but they're nowhere as crystal clear as a China version. But he looks fantastic. He looks like a proper race car with these colours, I think, and just all these lovely sponsors. I don't think he has as many sponsors as the original Czech. Yeah, definitely not. Just comparing that. In fact, maybe he does, actually. Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's just about the same amount of sponsors. Actually, he doesn't because he's got less around the 86. Okay, yeah, so he does have just slightly less sponsors. Also, the green colour is slightly different. This one's slightly lighter. This is just ever so slightly darker, like ever so slightly, but it's a barely noticeable difference. I much prefer the green on this one, I have to say. Obviously, the wheels, we've got classic yellow on this Czech, but again, blue and grey. I do like the blue and grey ones more, although I do love the yellow wheels on Czech. It just really makes them stand out a lot. What as well? There's the back again. On the back, former and forever Piston Cup champion, which again is on the Cars 3 design. I did watch Dockett's video on the Race and Rescue Chick Hicks recently when he uploaded it, and I never actually realised how many decals there were on that Cars 3 Chick Hicks because I do not have the diecast, and obviously he's not in too many scenes in the movie anyway. So, but there's a lot of details that have been carried over from this, which are also from that, and oh, of course, how could I forget to mention? Oh, the Chick Hicks name written up at the top in yellow, but here it's red. I have to say it does look better in red. But yeah, the sponsors on this and the details just absolutely fantastic. I think in the glossy paint as well. And again, that plastic eye plate just makes it look all the more better. And obviously, I love how the black outline's been done here compared to the regular one as well. And again, just having the teeth painted really just does help it a lot. He's obviously got, well, the Rally Race 200 logo. Obviously, there's two variants of this logo going around. We'll see how it all ties in together with that book. But yeah, he looks amazing. I do wish this grey was silver. That's my only nitpick, to be honest. But apart from that, he's really well done, I think. Just bringing in the plastic one, which was obviously in the Race Rescue Roadway playset. I don't know how the fuck you say that. His expression is different, which I was really not expecting, but it is. And he's actually slightly smaller, this chick, compared to the diecast. Like if you just, I try and get him as flat as possible, but like, you can see what I mean. Like this outline, this plastic piece is definitely just a bit more lower compared to this. This is much more thicker. But that's probably what gives it such a different appearance as well. But yeah, the expression is different. Basically, the eye sort of look is just basically swapped over. Teeth are not painted, unfortunately. If we bring in, again, you can just see how different all three expressions are different, which is nice. It's something they don't usually tend to do. Obviously, probably the biggest difference with the plastic playset one is, of course, it's a dirt track variant, so the underside is completely brown compared to this obviously being grey, and the wheels are completely brown. I really like how they made that a variant. It's something they didn't have to do that, but I'm glad they did, because it's not, the complete same as the diecast. The colours are, well, again, they're different. To be honest, the green on this chick's probably actually more closer to the regular diecast, though it is still different. All three greens on them are different. But the green on this one's definitely lighter. Really, the only other, and obviously the windows are great. Actually, yeah, there's two massive differences with this chick, and one being the side windows do not have the sponsor decals, as you can see. I did not notice this until my partner pointed it out to me. I literally had it for probably, the set for maybe 2-3 days, something like that, out of the box that is, and she just happened to point it out. I was like, oh yeah, it's different. The windows, well, there's none on the back of this diecast, so, that's correct, I guess. And obviously the back, well, you've got all that grey up until this portion where it just has Rally Race 200 and a Vitaline logo. Vitaline and Retread, if I'm seeing that right. Yeah, so basically they've skipped out on that grey detailing. The reason will be obviously is because this is a sticker on the back, so it's not completely wrapped around. Because I appreciate how hard that would be to do, because it is more of a budget version. It's not going to be as detailed as the diecast, obviously. Though unfortunately the sticker on mine is crooked. You can see how it's just coming all the way up here. Like, this is all sort of flat and perfect, and then compare it to that, slightly raised up, which is a little bit annoying. And I just thought I'd bring them in because they go with the diecast. Here are the two Petties, which again, when I was recording the video, I did not notice they had different expressions until my partner pointed it out. They're ever so slightly different. This one's eyes are a bit more like the sort of lower one. This one has a higher eyebrow than the other. But yeah, they're different. Apart from that, they're the exact same thing. But they look fantastic with this. Check if I can get all three in my hand. Hold on. There you go. It's nice to have them as well, considering we probably won't get die-cast of these guys at all these Petties. So, you know, better to take plastic accessories of an expanded universe line of Petties, which I don't know if they'll appear in the book, rather than nothing at all, obviously. But yeah, just thought I would show them together. Anyway, that is my review of the Rally Race Chick Hicks. Really love this guy. Absolutely fantastic. I think we're off to a strong start with this Race and Rescue line. You know, I think they've done 3 really good characters to start with: McQueen, Mater, and a racer chick. You know, who's probably causing all this trouble. We'll find out in the book. KSW is hitting stores in the USA at the moment, but the UK currently has nothing to offer, but hopefully they'll get listed on Smith's website soon. I actually checked Graham for home delivery, and it says, because he's in KSW, he is due in between the 23rd to the 30th of June, and that is on home delivery. So hopefully within the next 3 weeks possibly should have KSW stuff to review, which obviously includes Red, Jackson Storm, and Race and Rescue Sarge, the next 3 new releases, and a new Talon variant of Ryan Shields, which I'll also review because I have the China variant, so it'll make for a much better video. Anyway, that is my review of Race and Rescue Rally Race Chick Hicks. There you go. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye. Couldn't get my words out there.